Hi Flosstube, it's Julie
And Sarah.
with Gulf Coast Stitcher, and we're here on March 19th to go through our shout-outs, whips, haul, and announce our gift away for the Victorian motto Sampler Shop Spring Flowers Collection. So first I'd like to start out, first let me introduce Sarah. This is my daughter, just turned 17. You guys have heard me talk about her, and she's here as a guest today. We're on spring break here locally, so she gets to be home for a little while. She also selected the winner for the giveaway, so she'll be announcing that at the end of this video, so don't go anywhere. Shout-outs I have, people who are new to me. I know they have been on Flosstube for a while, but I've just found their videos and have recently binge-watched them the past week, is April, May, June. April is a wonderful stitcher. She lives in the UK, and she's really inspired me to stitch from stash. We'll see if either one of us can stick to that. Texstylus, Lori, I know many of you have mentioned her. Her craft room is amazingly jam full of happiness, so I enjoy watching Lori. And Stitching Social, I just found them through Tiffin Stitches from Tiffany. Alice and Jennifer are two sisters in Ontario, I believe, in Canada, and they're just hilarious to watch. Love watching them. So that takes us right into our whips. We're going to go kind of fast today. We don't have a ton of stuff to show because I didn't get all of my market haul, but I did get some of it, so we'll show that too. First whips, Sarah will show what she's working on.
So this is Oh Whale from Hands On Design. It's just a cute little, it's kind of small, but I'm using all the called for floss, and I'm stitching it on Joan. And it was supposed to be a baby shower gift. That baby's now a month old, so it might be a 1-year birthday present. I don't know. He'll still be in nursery. It'll be fine.
You'll finish
it'll get there eventually.
You'll finish it soon. She got the big whale done, so she's working her way up and moving pretty fast on that. My whips, I have one whip, and that's it. I should be working on, I should have brought my finish to show. I did finish the March wordplay, so that's done and needs to be fully finished before March is over. But my current whip that I have, I'm in the SAL with Joan and Kelly and a few other ladies. It's the Prairie Life, JK Prairie Life SAL, and I'll link that hashtag below. So it is the Heartstring Sampleries, sorry I'm covering up your face, Prairie Life Sampler. So it's inspired by Little House on the Prairie, and I just love it. I will say that the DMC conversion that was with it was kind of weird. The conversion that it came with, I don't know if DMC has changed their colors or if Beth just had a different vision. Beth Twist, if you're watching, I was a little confused. The flowers that are shown here kind of dark with lighter pink, the DMC was way pink and way pastel-y with that. So I ended up using, surprise, surprise, Victorian motto. These are, I used all the other conversions that Beth listed except for these. So I'm using these two colors for the flowers around the trim, and I'm using these in place of dolphin and in place of, I think it's called like deep sea or deep blue sea. So those are my swap outs. Everything else, I did follow the conversion, but the flowers were kind of weird. So I didn't get too far because I stitched them in the conversion that Beth had provided, and then I ripped them out and did them again. So this is how far I've gotten. Not too far, but I've only stitched on it for like 2 days,
well,
maybe.
really, the first time you stitched was like 2 hours, and then she ripped it all out, and it was really sad. I was there for that. It was pretty traumatic.
It was sad, but I wasn't happy with it. And, you know, I know that Beth would say make it your own. I know all of you guys, you know, swap stuff out as you need to, so I just wasn't happy with the colors initially, just in the flowers. Everything else was cool, so I switched that out. But I have this awesome sampler because I won this on the Joan and Kelly show in a giveaway. With it came this delicious bag. This bag, oh my word. This was made by Kelly. I have to cover myself up. Hope you can still hear me. It is quilty and thick and soft, and Sarah said she wants a pillowcase made out of this.
It is so soft. Like, I could probably, I don't want to get my makeup on it, but like,
you just want to cuddle it. I mean,
it's so thick. It's just,
it's It's delicious. I mean, it's well made. It has awesome, like, ticking fabric around the top. Has the world's cutest chicken fob. I mean, I'm not even going to take this off and put it on my scissors because I just like having a chicken fob on my bag. And this is all embroidered. I'm sure that Kelly did all of this because it has Kelly written all over it. Absolutely love that. I'm going to link her Etsy store below as well. Although this, I believe, is a one-off. I don't think that you can buy this at her store. I'm sorry if that's not true. As of this morning, it wasn't listed for sale. She does have some really cool project tags. I need to order some so I can show you guys about those. But with my gift away prize, I won this bag, the chart, and this Made by Mama Joan project bag. I at least tell Sarah one time a day.
Obsessed.
At least once a day, I'm like, feel this bag. Just feel how squishy and comfy it is. I mean, this and that bag and my stitching in my recliner, which I refer to as the Chariot. I think I might have got that from Vonna, but I mean, it's so cozy and comfy. These are available for purchase in Mama Joan's Etsy shop, which I will also list below. I mean, if you're doing the SAL, you gotta have one of these. It's like you can't even stitch. I can't stitch without it now. It's too nice.
She's seriously obsessed.
I'm seriously obsessed. And also, little shout out to Donna Ray. So, I have the $1 zillion Lowry stand. I have all of the Q-snaps. I have the grime guards. And I know a lot of floss tubers are talking about what they're all into, and I know I've mentioned these before, but this Duchess hoop, I think you can see, it's got like the old Duchess writing. It's felted on the inside. I have been using this on my Prairie Life. It's small enough that my hand reaches the entire way through it, so I'm able to do the sewing method when I can, the stab method if I need to. I can guide my needle really well, and it hangs on perfectly, which is weird because there's no clamp, there's nothing to get hung up on. This is awesome, and I almost hate to tell you guys how awesome they are because I know that everybody else is going to be shopping eBay and Etsy for the surviving vintage Duchess hoops, and that's going to make it a little bit more of a competitive market. But hey, I have one. I have two. I have one that's like maybe a 6 or an 8 inch. It's really a little bit too big for what I normally do, but this is 5 inch and it's perfect. So if you score one of those, or if you have one, or if your mom was a stitcher or your grandma, you 100% need to like dig through their stuff and see if you can find a vintage Duchess hoop because they're my fave. Okay, so that's it for our whips. Let's see. We talked about your whip. We talked about my whip haul. Okay. I don't even know where all my haul is. Excuse me. I don't have all of my haul yet, although it's not the fault of the shop, because, you know, I kind of got on a soapbox about that last week. It's actually at the post office. We have horrible weather here today. It's been raining and yucky, and the post office was closed yesterday, so I will be sending Sarah to the post office to get the rest of my Nashville haul. So I'm going to show some of it now. Of course, we'll have to show the other haul in the following video, but I am prayerfully hoping that the package that I ordered on February 9th from the store that will remain unnamed, it better be in the post office box. It better be in the post office box. Okay. I did not get this card this week, but I wanted to show you guys. So I bought something off Stash Unload from Jenny P. She gets rid of a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure her last name is Palladino. I don't know why that just popped in my head. I hope it's something close to Palladino. But she sent me this cute little card, and it's so cute. It's die cut, and it was personalized. So I just love that. I mean, what a sweet little touch. We talk about what shop owners do right. I also love when you buy stuff secondhand, or past the stash, or from an estate sale or whatever, and they take the time to do it right. So thank you for the sweet die cut personalized card. I love that. The first piece of haul that I'm going to show is like, for those of us who know, will feel like we know through Facebook at least, Pat Carson. she did a video with Cindy Sorley at Market this year, and she did a lot of interviews with Cindy, and I linked Cindy's channel on my previous video. There's some great interviews there, not just with Pat Carson, but with other designers. But Pat is like I don't know, like the mother of cross stitch to me. I think she's wonderful. She did tons of designs with Precious Moments, but she had mentioned if you had one book or one tutorial guide to help you learn how to stitch properly, how to stitch the right way, and how to make sure your stuff looks great every time, that it was a book that she came out with, and I don't know what the date is on this book.
There's probably a copyright in it somewhere.
1999, but I think that's a reprint because she's been doing this for way longer than that. I think she said 42 years in the industry. But this, and I know Pat talks about don't buy stuff used, don't buy stuff, especially off of, what's the crafting site that all the moms go to? Pinterest.
Oh,
yeah.
So
don't buy stuff off Pinterest because it's likely a copyright fraud. But I couldn't pass this up. So this is Linens and Stitches. It is like the Bible of stitching, and I got it at a thrift store. So really, I don't even feel bad about it because I saved it. Right? It's like Save the Stash for 99 cents. I don't know if you could see that, but like. I know Cindy Sorley has downloads available. Like I said, her shop is linked on my last video. But for 99 cents, and this puppy is like in mint condition. So haven't really gone through it yet, but what a blessing. So you can I think Cindy's charging $5 for the download, and you get the whole book and everything in it if you aren't lucky enough to actually find a copy. Yeah, and that one says it's revised, so I have no idea when the original print date was, but that's pretty awesome. So that was my only salvage save or thrift store save. All right. So we talked about shops that do it right. I mentioned that Jen's Stitchy Niche was one that I constantly hear things about how wonderful Jen is and how she's so fast to respond to everything. And true to form, I mean, exactly like I expected it to be. I got my stuff probably within 48 hours on the outside. She lives in Mississippi and I live on the Gulf Coast, so it shipped really quick. And she sent a cute little freebie, which I don't mind showing, along with what appears to be some silks. So that freebie's going in the to be stitched pile. So free little chart and a free some free silks. From her I got, and then let's see, one of these is from Market, 2 of them are just because I had to have them. So, as we know, I love the primitive hair. So, I'm sorry, Sarah, I keep blocking your face, but okay. I gotta do what I gotta do. Primitive hair, this is so cute. This is Needlewoman, Busy as a Bee. So, I'm not really in on the bee, craze. You guys know I'm stuck on the birds wearing clothes craze, but
it's super cute.
It's, oh my gosh. And the quality of the stuff that Isabel prints, I mean, and she has an Etsy store where you can do downloads and they're a little bit cheaper than the printed stuff, but the printed stuff is like collectible to me. I mean, it's like archival quality printed stuff. So that's a little small chart, but it's great. And then I'm also slightly obsessed with everything that Kathy Barrick has ever touched or that Carriage House Sampling has touched. So this is from her sister's look at that, red-winged blackbirds. If you guys heard me talking about the birds in, I think it was my second video where I filmed outside, we have some seagrass down on our beach, and there is a huge roost of red-winged blackbirds that are bedding in the ground of the seagrass and that live there, which I didn't even know was a thing until they flew out one day and I researched them. So I love this chart. It has seagrass. It has red-winged blackbirds. I mean, what's not to love about that? So speaking of haul that's coming in, there may be a few Kathy Barrick things from her Etsy shop that
I
are
get
coming
sent
in.
to the post office at least twice a week, and it's a 15-minute drive there and back. Yeah. So it's a 30-minute round trip to the post office. I get sent at least twice a week, and my whole entire passenger seat is filled up. I'd say like half the time. It's bad. We have to hide it from
That's what happens.
my stepdad.
That's what we don't really hide it. We just hide it a little bit. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you don't have an LNS. You have to order online. And I actually think I would probably spend less money if I actually had an LNS that I could go into, because LNSs are open like 9 to 6 or something. Mm-hmm. Well, I can go at like 2 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep to Kathy Barrick's Etsy shop, and boom, it's here the next day. So that happens sometimes. Last thing that I got from Jen, and I know that this was a market release that all of us love. I'm going to open it. I'm sorry about the crinkle. I know that those of you listening with earbuds are hating me right now. It's kind of a thing. We try not to have anything in packages because of glares and crinkles. But here we go. Here Lies My Needle by the Shakespeare's Peddler. I mean, this chart is so cute. So it's a way for you to pay homage to your broken and bent needles. So you stitch it up, and then you frame it with a piece of felt, and then you can stick your broken...
Oh, I love, and the buttons,
yeah,
too.
You can stick any kind of notions on there, or, like, if you had... I mean, somebody kills needle threaders all the time. Like, uses it 3 times and it dies. So we could even put those on there, because, I mean, it's cute. It's awesome. So that's what I got from Jen. And then this is part 1 of my market haul from... This came from Marty at Stitch and Frog. So we're just going to put that receipt over here, so we don't need to see that. Because if we don't have a receipt, it didn't really happen. Okay, you guys have seen all this stuff before, but hey, you know, actually maybe you haven't, because I'm really surprised. In my gift away, the question was, what was your favorite item released at Market? And I was shocked at how many people said, well, I haven't seen anything from Market. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm stalking out Instagram and shop pages and, like, screen shooting things as soon as I saw them that were coming out. So maybe you haven't seen this stuff. This one is Lila Studio Holiday Quaker. So a lot of us are working on the Halloween Quaker. And honestly, I only got the first motif done on the Halloween one, and then I put it down. Not because I don't love it, but because I just... abandoned it and started other things. So hopefully I'll get to this one before Christmas 2020. I don't know. It's a pretty big chart.
Hopefully before I move out.
Let's say, I don't know. It's 261 by 180 stitch count, but it's like 10 pages long at least. So it's a big one, but I love her stuff. And it looks just like the Halloween one. I mean, obviously without... It's laid out very similarly, so if I get a frame, if I finish the Halloween one first and get it framed, then you could easily move this guy in and out of the same frame. Alright. Next, another Lila Studios. That is the dog.
The dog.
That is the dog. We are house sitting a sweet puppy who just, like, did a oomph lay down, and I promise that was the dog, not us. Bless us, O Lord. I think this is great. This was a dinner blessing that my Mima always said before dinner, so I hope to have this stitched up and hung up in the kitchen eventually.
This is my favorite.
This is Sarah's favorite out of the current haul. This is also Lila Studios, and this is the anniversary. I mean, there's a glare. So cute. The colors off of this, you guys know I'm going to use Victorian motto, right? And
I was just thinking that.
I probably already have all of these colors, so this is amazing. I mean, look at the little sheep.
I know, I love it. And there's little birds at the bottom.
There's birds, and there's a red house. I mean, and her little apron around her dress or whatever it is. Oh my god, love that. Okay, this is one of my favorite designers, Jardin Privé. This is the 4 seasons. Look at those little globes. Each one of them, you have winter, autumn, spring, and summer, and they look like they'll stitch up super fast. You could stitch these all in one piece, or you could do them individually and switch them out seasonally, which is probably what I will do because I will not finish this in time for it to get up in the next 2 years. So, all right, we've seen these. We love these. The Milk and Cream Company by Plum Street. Plum Street, I think, like swept Market this year. what's not to love about a cow with like Quaker? I don't know. Is that
Quaker cow?
Is that Quaker clothes, or
I think it's like
has
his
he
spots.
been shaved?
It's like his spots. You know, like how cows have spots.
Has he been shaved in the form of a Quaker cow? I don't know.
He's just fancy.
I don't even know if that can really happen in real life, but then Wilhelmina, because again, she's got like a heart tattoo or a heart shaving or a heart something, but I love her.
Valentine's
super cute springtime colors. I will probably not get to this year, but it's in the stash. Ooh. I forgot I had this one. This is the Pennsylvania Fractor, and if I didn't know better, I would think this might be a Kathy Barrick because of the awesome use of color and everything else, but it's Plum Street, so I absolutely love this.
Last
Plum Street in this shipment. Let me just put that out there.
Until next time.
Until next video. This is Plum Street Samplers Bovinia. Again,
that'd be cute with Wilhelmina.
Yeah,
Cute
Wilhelmina
family.
and Bovina need to be neighbors.
Yeah.
And look at the birds. I love the birds the most. So cute. I don't know how I'm going to finish that, but it's going to be cute. Oh, and these three, we'll do these three together. Rapid fire, because this is hands-on design. Kathy Haberman, we love everything that you do. Sarah is, like I said, she's currently stitching Oh Well, which is a hands-on design. And we got the 3 available Christmas ornaments. You guys have seen these. We'll rapid fire them. Tree Farm.
Tree.
Awesome tree with little houses. I think it's called something row. Zinc House row and cut and carry.
More little trees.
More little trees. More stuff for Sarah to get to finish into flat ornaments, because I don't like the finishing part.
I love finishing.
She likes that part. I don't like it, which works out good. I do the stitching and she can do the finishing.
That's probably why I haven't got much stitching done, because I've been finishing.
So that's it for haul part 1. Part 2 will happen after she goes to the post office. I don't know when we'll get that video done, but maybe since it's spring break, she can sit in on that one too. I wanted to talk about some news, and then we'll get on to the winner of the giveaway. So, SAL news. First thing, Prairie Life SAL is currently happening. It's stitch it when you get it. Stitch it as fast and furiously as you can. Try to keep up with Joan, because I don't know if Joan is even sleeping, because she has gotten the entire border and all the words, and now she said last night on Instagram that she is currently planting trees. So I don't know how that's happening. And in addition to that, she's busy making bags and all the other awesomeness. I mean, I don't know how Joan is doing anything. I don't know if we'll see a video from them anytime soon, because they have got to be busy with this. So, SAL news. Prairie Life SAL. Get in on it. JK Prairie Life SAL is the hashtag. You can order the bag from Mama Joan, and you can order the project tags from Kelly, and I will link those below. Now for the most exciting news. You guys know how I feel about Nancy Turner. How do I feel about Nancy Turner? We love
like
Nancy.
this.
Like I feel almost this way about Nancy Turner. Nancy has been working really hard to create a floss pack for the Eliza Bell Cox SAL. I don't have my hands on Eliza Bell Cox yet. She is at the post office waiting for Sarah to pick her up. And actually, I'm kind of relieved I don't have her yet, because I know I'm going to want to jump right in, and then I would be like, which one am I going to stitch, the Prairie Life or Eliza Bell? So the update on the Eliza Bell Cox SAL, which is going to be Gulf Coast Stitcher GCS Eliza Bell Cox SAL SAL. I'll link a hashtag below. That SAL was going to start on May 1st, but after talking to Nancy and working with her on a floss pack for this, it's really tough for Nancy, who you guys have shown so much love doing all of your, all the new people who are new subscribers to her monthly floss club and to her Fabric of the Month club, for her to be able to like individually match all of these colors, excuse me, because Eliza has 30, I think it's 32 colors, and for Nancy to have to hand dye all the 32 colors, card them all up, it's going to take her some time, but I have exciting news. she's going to do it.
It's happening.
It's happening. So she told me, she greenlighted me to go ahead and announce this today on my channel. And you can begin pre-order now. This will be on an extremely limited edition basis. So you need to get in on this like ASAP. The floss pack will include 32 colors at 5 yards each instead of her normal 20 yards because we don't need 20 yards of all these colors to complete this SAL. We do need 10 yards of 2 of the colors. So that will be, what, 30 colors at 5 yards, and 2 of them, the additional 2 to make 32 will have 10 yards. So the cost of that will be $26.95 plus shipping. 32 colors. So even if you're not going to stitch this SAL, like if you could care less about Eliza Bell Cox, these colors are going to be popping. I mean, the colors are so beautiful. I showed it on my last video, a picture of it. I don't have it in hand yet. I mean, very tropical. There's a parrot, there's a butterfly, there's flowers. These colors are going to be wonderful. So even if you're not going to participate in the SAL, but you have been on the fence on trying Victorian motto, or maybe you just need to like buff up your stash of Victorian motto. Tiffany, I'm talking to you. Tiffany's building a collection. I've enabled her a little bit. I feel kind of proud about that. No matter what, getting the chance to have 32 colors of Victorian motto for $26.95 plus shipping is amazing. So that's the first exciting news about the floss pack. I don't know that she's done a floss pack before. I mean, I know she does like monthly packs, but I think this might have been, at least it's been the first one since I've been a follower and a fan of Nancy that she's done that, because like I said, the work to try to match up the colors, and then once she does the dye lot to see that it's true, true closely to the DMC, and come up with a DMC conversion for that so that we can all like figure out what we're doing with these. That's a lot of work. And I mean, when she told me the price, I was like, I mean, I think I said in my last video, I don't really care how much it costs because I'm definitely going to do it. Mm-hmm. So that price, I mean, it's a gift to us for sure. I think
even if you're not going to do the sampler, but you get the floss pack, since it's only 5 yards, you're going to try the 5 yards and you're going to be like, I need 100. You're going to want to join the subscription club.
If you need 100, you can email Nancy and she'll mail them to you. That I may have heard that. I don't know. I can't. Yeah. So that's the first exciting news. So the whole floss pack, everything that you will need is, to our knowledge, everything that we're going to need for the Eliza Bell Cox sampler will be $26.95 plus postage. She also will ship to Canada. So for all of our Canadian neighbors who want to participate in this, no problem. And as far as other international shipping, you would have to email her directly. I don't have that information, but I can tell you that US and Canada, she's greenlighted me to go ahead and put that information on my channel. The other exciting news is that she is hand dyeing 46 count linen. And I can tell you that I have gotten one piece of her fabric and the linen is super high quality and very nice and easy to see. So if you're scared of 46 count, I don't think you should be scared of her 46 count because you can still see it and the quality is really good. So she's going to be doing cuts, specialty cuts, which will be 20 inches by 25 inches on the approximate, which will give you enough room to stitch the whole sampler, plus have 3-inch variance all the way around, or allowance, I think is the right word. So it will cover the whole stitch area plus the 6 inches that you need on each side for framing, because if we get through this, which we will, we're framing this. I mean, this is a beautiful piece. So she is going to do that for $20.75 plus shipping. So a piece of 46 count hand-dyed linen, large enough to do this, is going to be just $20.75 plus shipping. I mean, that's outstanding. And she'll combine the shipping with the floss. I mean, that's awesome. She did, I don't have a sample yet, but she told me that it would be a warm, creamy, buttery, slightly mottled fabric. So, I mean, all those words, all those words say exactly what I want to hear. I did order the Lakeside Linen Vintage Buttercream in 40 count before Nancy had offered to do the linen as well, which I have 1,000 other things, I mean, obviously, that I can stitch on that. And I will tell you that that piece of linen cost me $50. So, and it's way bigger than, it's not a custom cut. They don't do custom cuts I ordered that, I think, through 123 Stitch. So there wasn't a custom cut available, so I'm going to have some extra left over, which is fine. I can use it for ornaments or something else, but
maybe a plum streak.
Yeah, or even most cut and carry would probably, those hands-on designs would be really cute on that. But anyway, I digress. $26.95 for the floss pack. Whether you do the SAL or not, get on it, because this is a very limited run. She only has so many floss packs that she can do, in addition to all of the normal floss that she does. So email her today. Like, start now. Get your name on the list for the Eliza Bell Cox Sampler Floss Pack, and make sure you tell her that Julie and Sarah sent you, because we promised her that we would do our best for all her hard work into this, that we would do our best to get people to purchase this as well. I mean, I have nightmares that no one is going to think that this is such a great idea as I do, and then all of those flosses are going to be sitting there waiting for somebody to buy them, and then it's, you know, I don't know. I know that's not going to happen. The whole world will fall apart if you guys don't get in on this, so get in on it. Just shoot her an email. I'll link her email address below as well. And you don't have to do both the floss and the linen. You can either or, but the floss for sure is on a limited availability. She told me how many she can make. I'm not going to tell you guys, because I don't want you to feel comfortable with that number and think that you're going to for sure be able to get in on it, because I don't know that you will. So that's the exciting news about the SAL. So move the date back to June 1st to accommodate Nancy, and to give her some flexibility in getting all of the floss and the dyes and the cards done and all that stuff. So that gives you plenty of time too. And at that price, I think I mentioned in my last video, the silks that are called for in this. If you do the silks, it is $285. Not in the budget. No. And if you purchase the DMCs, it's $20. So for $6.95 more, plus they're hand-dyed and they're amazing. I mean, I don't...
the Victorian motto.
I'm the Victorian motto.
And they're only $7 more.
That's right. Get with the program, people. All right. So that is enough about my future SAL. So currently Prairie Life, in the future, Eliza Bell Cox. So I allowed Sarah to select the winner of the giveaway, just to remind everybody what this person is getting. The glare. Sorry. This is the Spring Flowers. I did not unpack it because I can never get it back in the box the same way. But these colors are beautiful. I don't have this collection, and it was real hard to agree to give it away. Glare from back here? Oh, it's not as bad. So that's the Spring Flowers collection. Oh my god, I know. I think I might have to tell her to throw that into my next. She probably knew that was going to happen. I might have to tell her to toss one of those in on my next order. Okay, so Sarah, you want to tell who the winner is?
And the winner is Farm Boys Love, Miss Pam. Just message Gulf Coast Jewels on Instagram, and she'll get back to you on how you can take this home.
Yes, I'll be shipping that out to you this week, probably tomorrow. The weather is super horrible today. So, Farm Boys Love, Miss Pam. I know that we're friends on Instagram because I went there to make sure that when Sarah selected the comment, to make sure that Farm Boys Love was in fact a subscriber, because there are gift-away trolls out there. So I know that we're friends on Instagram, so message me, give me your address, we'll get this off in the mail to you, and welcome to the Victorian motto addiction, my friend, because you're going to have a hard time going back from those. So I think that's it for this week. We will send Sarah to the post office shortly, and then we'll have more stuff. I don't have a lot more coming from market. I mean, that was... How this happened was...
I don't believe that.
It's not a lot. I mean, I guess it's relative, right? How this happened was I first went and got all this stuff and put it in my cart and pushed purchase.
This isn't a lot, right, Mom?
No, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
This is nothing.
Don't show the charts. Okay, there you go. That's nothing. So I did like around one purchase, and then I slept on it, and I was kind of like apprehensive to buy the Eliza Bell Cox because it will be my largest endeavor, and I love hands across the sea samplers, but I'm a big chicken when it comes to trying something that's new and challenging. But after I looked at it, I just kept coming back to it. So that's how come I got 2 different shipments coming up from that. And then I already got some stuff from Cindy Sorley, and I'm still waiting for my package from February 9th. So hopefully that'll be there soon too. And I don't even know if I'm going to show you guys that haul because I've talked so much smack about the company who's not sent this yet that I don't want y'all to figure out who that is. It's just annoying to me. I'm sorry. I'll get over it. So that's it for today. We will get this video uploaded, and you guys make sure you show Sarah some love on YouTube. Hopefully she'll come back. Come back and join us for another video. That's it. Bye.